Everyone uses money every single day, yet very few people truly understand what money actually is. Most people spend their lives chasing it, worrying about it, and working for it, but they never stop to ask a simple question: how does money really work? The truth is that money is not wealth. Money is simply a tool. Thousands of years ago, people exchanged goods directly. If you had apples and wanted bread, you had to find someone who had bread and wanted apples. This system worked, but it was slow, inconvenient, and inefficient. As societies grew, people needed something that everyone could agree had value. That's why money was created. Money became a common medium of exchange, making trade faster and easier. Instead of carrying goods everywhere, people could sell what they had, receive money, and use that money to buy whatever they needed later. Over time, banks emerged and transformed the way money moved through society. People deposited their money for safety, and banks helped circulate that money throughout the economy. Today, money constantly flows between individuals, businesses, governments, and financial institutions, connecting billions of people through a massive system of exchange. And this leads to the first important realization: money itself is not wealth. Money is simply a tool that allows value to move from one person to another. Understanding this idea is the first step toward understanding how money really works.
And can own assets that continue generating income for years. Real wealth is not the money in your pocket. It's the things that create value over and over again. Money is simply the scorecard that measures that value. Many people spend their entire lives chasing paychecks, constantly trading their time for money, but never building anything that works without them. The wealthy often think differently. Instead of focusing only on earning money, they focus on owning assets, businesses, investments, skills, and systems that continue producing value. Behind every dollar is a network of workers, companies, products, and services creating something useful for society. When a business solves problems for millions of people, money naturally flows toward it because value attracts money. This is why investing exists. Investing is the process of putting today's resources into things that can grow and produce more value in the future. A small investment may seem insignificant today, but over time, it can grow into something much larger. The second big insight is this: the goal is not to collect money. The goal is to own or create value that produces money. Once you understand that difference, you begin.
There's another secret about money that most people never learn. Money itself loses value over time. Have you ever noticed that things cost much more today than they did years ago? That's because of inflation. As time passes, the same amount of money buys fewer goods and services. In other words, your money may stay the same, but its purchasing power slowly decreases. This happens for many reasons, including economic growth, changes in supply and demand, and the expansion of the money supply. When more money enters the economy without a matching increase in goods and services, prices tend to rise. This is why simply saving money and doing nothing with it can be risky over long periods. Understanding money isn't just about learning how to earn it. It's about learning how to protect and grow it. The people who build long-term financial success usually follow a simple system. They spend wisely, save consistently, and invest regularly. They understand that every financial decision, no matter how small, affects their future. Over time, these small decisions compound into massive results. The third big insight is this: money is not something you chase endlessly. Money is something you learn to direct. When you control where your money goes, you begin taking control of where your future goes as well.